Welcome back to Muslim Minds. I'm Hamza.
I am Rohaib.
We're going to be reacting to who is Kalki Avatar, the apocalyptic horse rider in Hinduism. Another video by Indian monk. Hopefully he doesn't spam the subscribe button again, but I think he will.
Oh yeah, every 2 seconds.
So yeah, let's check it out.
Look, he's already getting ready. He's already fixing to do it.
Kalki is the final incarnation of Lord Vishnu. In ancient Hindu scriptures, Shambala is said to be Kalki's...
So Lord Vishnu is the... Which one is that again?
I think he's the destroyer.
The main...
Right? No, Shiva.
From Brahma, then there's Vishnu, Shiva, and someone else.
Shiva's the destroyer.
Shiva's the destroyer.
Vishnu. But that's kind of confusing because from what I know about the Kalki avatar, he's supposed to come at like the end of the this yuga or something.
Yeah, he says apocalyptic. So
why wouldn't he be a Shiva avatar if he's about like destruction?
I don't know. But let's see.
His birthplace. Shambhala is a mythical paradise that is constantly spoken in ancient Hindu scriptures, including Kalachakra Tantra and ancient writing such as the Zhang Zhung culture.
They're back at it with the Hollywood music.
Dramatic music.
Which spread Buddhism in western Tibet. The word has a Sanskrit root, which means place of peace or place of silence. The legend says that only people with pure heart can live in the place where love and wisdom are the rulers. It is believed that Kalki appears at the end of Kali Yuga. According to the Hindu scriptures, universal time is composed of 4 main periods.
Dang, I can't even read it.
I know.
Upside down.
You know what's very interesting is if you look at all the major world religions, they all believe in a figure returning. Okay, or someone coming. So the Jews believe in the Messiah coming. Christians believe in Jesus returning as God. Muslims believe Jesus returning as the Messiah, a prophet of God, right? The Hindus believe in this Kalki avatar. So it's very interesting because from an Islamic point of view, when Dajjal comes, he's probably going to cater and serve towards a lot of these world beliefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everyone's expecting
each
something.
has something similar type of story that's going to happen.
Yeah, everyone's expecting something. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Or yugs. Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga.
Can't read it.
Human beings are currently living in the Kali Yuga period, which lasts approximately 432,000 years.
That's longer than all of human existence. So so from correct me if I'm wrong. So for the Hindus, do the Hindus believe that all of mankind has been in the final yuga, in the Kali Yuga, or
Kali Yuga have 432,000. Then all the other ones are more, because that one is time 2.
But they're all in 432,000 increments. So I guess that's a question for the Hindus. Have we always been in the Kali Yuga?
As humans.
Yeah.
This period began after the Battle of Kurukshetra, at the end of King Parikshit's region, some 5,000 years ago. Therefore, approximately 427,000 years of Kali Yuga remain before it is...
So we're like right in the beginning of it. That's what she's saying. So Kali Yuga began 5,000.
427,000 years left, according to Hinduism.
So it's not really end of time, is it? We're at the beginning.
But then, what? That's so confusing.
So 432,000 years of each period. We're only 5,000 years into this final period.
But then there were so many people 5,000 years ago. So how long? I guess humanity, scientifically has existed for like 200,000 years. Or something like that.
I forget the exact number, but yeah.
Said that Kalki will come. Purans predict that Kalki will be on a winged white horse.
Well, I guess...
a winged white horse?
You know, that's actually another thing. So the Christians believe that the Antichrist will come on a white horse. And then Shia Muslims believe that the Mahdi will come on a white horse. Like, there's so many similarities. But I guess another question for the Hindus then is, before the Kali Yuga and the previous yuga, so the first 2 yugas, okay, was mankind already present at that time or no? That's something I want to know.
There's 3 yugas before the Kali Yuga.
No. But we were technically, according to this chart, if it's 5,000 years ago, humans have also been occupying the second to last yuga. So the first two is what I'm wondering if you know.
And a radiant sword. It is believed that Kalki will cause the destruction of the world when humanity completely abandons morale, when nothing is known about sacrifice techniques, even in words. Kalki Avatar's mission is to restore justice and good principles, which disappeared at the end of Kali Yuga, the iron age of hypocrisy and struggle. At the end of Kali Yuga, the population of the whole world will be so reduced to minimalism that there will be no more power to understand what dharma or adharma is. And it's already there, Kali Yuga. People will not
420,000 years remain for humanity's morale to...
Yeah, when do they think the Avatar will come?
I think they said the end of the Kali Yuga, so 420,000 plus years from now. I mean, how much more can morality go down?
Yeah, that's... what the heck?
Yeah,
It's a long time.
not have the power to understand philosophy, consciousness. Then, at that time, when there are no more good principles, no humanity left, then there is no alternative. At that moment, Kalki's avatar will arrive and he will take a sword on a horseback. He will simply continue to kill all these evil and adharmic creatures and mark the beginning of another Satyug, the golden age of righteousness and
So
truth.
there's a yoga, it's like a cycle,
Nostradamus'
right?
prediction about Lord Kalki.
So that's kind of interesting. It's a little bit similar to Islam. Like the Mahdi will come, defeat the Dajjal, and then it will be a golden age.
No, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then
It's
if this is
fine.
happening when all the morality is lost, it's like signs of Day of Judgment for Muslims. Now they're having signs as Hindus. But does this mean that the Kalki avatar they believe will come when all Hindus are gone? Because there's no morality left. So that for them it would be like there's no Hindus left.
Like no one is fulfilling their dharma anymore. But the thing
But
is,
can you imagine no Hindus in the world? How?
end of the world figure, it just, to me, I mean, someone can say, okay, all these religions believe in the end of the world. It's all, imminent. Well, I wouldn't even say the Hindus believe that the end of the world is imminent. We have 420,000 plus years left. But I just find it very interesting because, I mean, these religions were separated by time and space, yet they have very similar stories and tales about this one to come. So I think that's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out when he does come.
Righteousness and truth. Nostradamus' prediction about Lord Kalki. Nostradamus was a great astrologer,
Nostradamus made a
and
lot of
whatever he had predicted
false
had
predictions.
always come true. According to his prediction,
that's not true. He's made several false predictions.
discovered that a person will bear with immense power in the world, whose holy day will be Thursday and will rule throughout the world, both of land and sea. He will be the only person who will free the world from all problems. According to Nostradamus, this great person will come down from his throne and will move through the sea and air for striking the evil once with his rod. According to Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Kalki has many similarities to what Nostradamus had predicted. Who would not agree that the earth has undergone extraordinary deterioration of its biosphere? Who could argue that living a pure life on earth becomes more difficult and challenging with each passing year? Who has not shouted about social degeneration and political turmoil?
The Prophet Muhammad
Sallallahu
said
alaihi
all this
wasallam.
as well, even in more greater detail, and everything he says come true. So why they just care so much about Nostradamus but
Prophet
not the
ﷺ
Prophet?
said that the world will be backed by interest, that obesity will become commonplace and widespread, the barefoot Arab Bedouins will compete in building tall buildings, that the masjids will be beautiful, but their hearts will be filled with tainted.
And he said about the Messiah and like the similar stuff to this. So why they just care about Nostradamus?
You know what all this
Indian
sounds
monk?
like? You know what all this sounds like to me? Shaitan knows obviously of some things, knowing of prophets coming, probably with communication of the Malaika and all that, understanding the revelations, right? Because he was there at the time of when they were revealed to them, knowing that who is to come. For example, the prophet like Musa, probably knowing the Messiah is coming, Muhammad ﷺ is coming. It to me is not far-fetched to believe that Shaitan, obviously we believe in the corruption of Christianity, has instilled this idea in the faith that someone's to come that you need to worship as a god, Dajjal, right? and that he caused the Jews to not accept their Messiah. So then when this figure comes, the Dajjal comes, they're going to receive him as the Messiah. Then we have Hinduism, right? Oh, this figure's going to come, he's going to fix up the world, everything's going to be great. The Dajjal, right? The Muslims don't have this problem though, because we believe that this figure is going to come and everyone will come to him first as the Dajjal, this antichrist, disbeliever type of person. And then the Mahdi will come after. But the Shia don't have the same belief of the Mahdi either. So they can also be swayed by the Dajjal. So that to me, I kind of see like you can see the tricks of Shaitan unfolding on mankind.
Financial chaos and pain and suffering caused by endless wars. Leaving aside each statement, counter declaration, and argument about the predictions and prophecies about Kalki, we really wish he is out there somewhere. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you like
Kalki avatar, who is Lord Vishnu.
Yeah, okay. According to Hindu theology, god of preservation. So is it because Kalki avatars supposedly supposed to come and establish like morality on Earth again, not necessarily
like
destruction?
Like everything's gone.
Yeah, kind of like wiping the slate clean.
He's destroying the bad people to preserve the good morals in Hinduism, I guess. It's a very interesting video. A lot of stuff. There's a lot of similar stories. The way it was described in Hinduism is some similarity to Islam, like apocalyptic figure coming to save from immorality and against bad stuff. Like we have the Dajjal and the Mahdi in Islam, and all other religions have something like this. Because we believe in Islam, all the prophets warned of the Dajjal and someone who's going to be a false prophet.
So you have the prophets warning of the Dajjal. Who do you think was fighting the prophets and having people expect the Dajjal coming as a god? Shaitan.
Yeah. So even probably, Hinduism, they had these stories of a false prophet and someone to come to save. But we probably believe as Muslims, it got corrupted over time and Shaitan and put these corrupt ideas into Hinduism. That's probably what we believe. That's what we believe as Muslims. But
we know that Allah has sent prophets and messengers throughout all the nations of the world, right? So Hinduism, as old as it is, I mean, the thing is, if you can just look at any society, any religion, Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, even Islam, you see people trying to change it over time. The only one as Muslims that we affirm has not changed is Islam, because we have such a rigorous obsession with memorization and preservation of what we have. That's like one of the focal points of Islam. Memorizing the Quran, memorizing the hadith, weeding out which hadith are faulty. Like everything that is faulty or concrete comes out of the Islamic tradition itself. We're very transparent about what is true and what is not true.
Yeah, interesting video. Any comments you guys have on what we said or the Kalki avatar, the apocalyptic horse rider, let us know down below. And assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.